it's Aja from SOBs, and I'm here with
Romel.
Okay. From
Title.
Okay. Okay. So you're a playlist curator at Tidal.
Playlist manager,
Okay.
curator, a whole bunch of other stuff.
How did you find yourself there?
Just listened. I just listened and listened. I just really just listened.
Okay.
And took those lessons and stuff that people were going through, that they were talking about, their struggles, things that I noticed that they were struggling with, that I felt like I could do better, and just use all of that to become, a better professional.
So how did you find what was your first position in the music industry?
My first position professionally was Tidal, but my first job, even though I didn't get paid for any of it, was at Artsy Magazine, which is a Brooklyn-based indie magazine.
And does that still exist?
Yeah, it still exists. Okay. I'm still cool with everyone that's over there. Hi, everybody. And I was 16. I had a couple friends who were older than me, 18, 19 years old. I wanted to get down. I wanted to start writing music reviews and stuff instead of just kind of talking about music on Tumblr and Twitter. And they hooked me up. I had an interview in a Starbucks of all places, and I was 16 years old writing music reviews for up-and-coming artists. And I started doing more and more and more. I started interviewing more and more people, and then I went to college. But that was my very, very first music job.
So did you interview anyone that is now famous?
I have an interview that's on YouTube.
Okay.
From when I was 17 or 18 years old with Vince Staples.
What?
I think his first album had just came out. So whatever year that is, I was born in 95, do the math, right? And I interviewed him at the back of a collabo store for like shirts or whatever. The interview, I never had really heard the album yet, and I kind of got sprung on me like the day before. So it's a really interesting interview, and if you know stuff about Vince Staples, he'll fuck with you the entire interview. So like I kept it together, but inside I was just like, yo, please can this be over? He is ripping me apart. I won't get it taken down off YouTube because it's just funny to look at sometimes. Just be like, damn, I look dumb as hell.
No, like I've come a long way.
yeah, that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are the artists that you're listening to right now?
Ooh, like new or?
Let's do both. Let's do some new. Let's do some classics.
New stuff. Lil Tecca, Megan Thee Stallion, The Baby. Easily. That's on some like hip hop shit. For older stuff, I definitely skew more towards like I listen to everything. Right now I'm listening to Stan Getz, which is jazz, a lot of David Bowie, a lot of Wu-Tang, a lot of that 93 to 95 Wu-Tang, so Liquid Swords, ODB's album and stuff like that. That has been in like heavy rotation too.
How does someone get their song on a Tidal playlist?
You just gotta be hot. You gotta do the work. I say not just for Tidal, but for every DSP, for YouTube, for your friends popping playlist on Apple Music. Like it doesn't really matter the platform. You got to make good music or have good connections, because a lot of whack stuff out here, and really build a persona that's true to you, and get on the internet, market yourself, get around the right people, market yourself, be a personality, and just like really just, it hasn't changed. Like work your record and work yourself. It's just, there's way more avenues to do it other than sleeping outside the radio station and hoping that DJ Clue sees you one day. Like this is really all on you if you really want to make it in music.
Okay. That's just a word.
Thank you.
And there was a lot of gems in there.
Thank you.
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to ask you before I leave the couch and do the drop is,
okay,
so you're from New York.
Yes, Queens.
You're from Queens.
I'm from Queens.
Okay, how did that influence, like, what was that like growing up?
I mean, I went to Springfield High School, shitty ass high school, and I mean, there's none but black folks in there. There's 99% black people. So it was like you're just around a lot of hip hop, a lot of, I grew up knowing I probably know off, like with the beat though, like about 90% of Garrett to Die Trying.
Okay.
Like I grew up
okay.
with that being one of my favorite albums.
Same, but I did not grow up in Queens.
Yeah. And I moved to a different part of Queens that wasn't too far away, and I lived down the block from The Rock. If everyone knows, listens to an LL Cool J song or a Run DMC song, The Rock is Red, Black, and Green, and it's right there in the middle of on Farmers Boulevard. So where LL's from, and right near Hollis Avenue. So you see that, and you're hearing these Run DMC songs. I'm LL, and I'm from The Rock. Like, I know exactly where that's at. It's down the block from my mom's house. Like, so hip hop is
you.
Yeah.
In a way. Okay, perfect.
What's up? It's Romel. I don't rap, but I do make playlists and a whole bunch of other things. And I'm here at the legendary SOBs.